You are now tuned into the DFPN, the Dat Feelin' Podcast Network.
Salute Podcast. You always in the service of drink. Salute Podcast. You always in the service of drink. Salute. Salute Podcast. Yo, what's up? What they do? Welcome to another episode of the Salute Podcast. I'm your boy, retired Chief Master Sergeant Pat Wilcox, aka the Hip Hop Chief, aka Conscious Rhyme of the group Purgatory. The Salute Podcast is always in the service of dreamers, and we showcase the talents of all current and prior military members and the elements of hip hop. So if you can rap, also dress fresh, and you served your country, guess what? Salute is for you. So today I got some good stuff. You know, I got my man on here, Charles McDaniel. We're gonna get into a good conversation. Got a lot of stuff that I want to catch up with him on because I ain't caught up with him in a minute. So to see what he got going on, you know, and chop it up with him. And it's gonna be great, man. I'm excited about it, man. So, but before we get going, you know, I always gotta shout out my sponsors and get them going, man. So let's get it rolling. So first sponsor up is the Plugs Earbuds at www.gettheplugs.com. If you enter the code DFPN10, you get a 10% discount. Oh yeah, I know you like it. You want a 10% discount, that's what you got to do. Next up is Audio Swim. www.audioswim.com. Check them out. And Premier Element. Y'all met Shorty Pimp, my man Shorty Pimp at Premier Element, Miami-Dade County, all day as usual. You already know what time it is. He's at Premier Element UAE, www.premierelement.com. They don't just do music, they do sports, they do it all. You name it, they can probably do it for you. You know, they might, you know what I'm saying, they might make Superman fly in real life if you ask them to. Next up, Patreon at www.patreon.com/thatfeelingpodcast. Where just for $2, you can get all these podcasts without advertisements, which I know that's what you want. You don't want to sit here and listen to Black. I love Black, but you do not want to hear Black jump in the middle of us having a good time, interrupting you. So it'll be advertisement free. So check it out at, like I said, www.patreon.com/thatfeelingpodcast. All right, next up, and I always tend to forget, so I'm gonna run away real quick. I know it's gonna look crazy, but I'm gonna do it. Hold on. See how fast that was? Now I'm back. So, talking about the merch. All about that merch. Cups, plastic cups, you just name it. Sippy cups with a baby if your ass nice enough. But it all got my logo or my stuff right there. Go get the t-shirts. Go check out the t-shirts. My mom wanted purple, and now we got purple t-shirts. There you go right there. That Feeling Podcast Network on the back, highlighting what we do out here. This excellent podcast. Be down for it. Support us. Make it happen, man. Everything that you do, it go right back into making these great podcasts and making it happen. All right? So, welcome to the salute, my man. Welcome to the salute. So, here we go. We're going to jump into it. So, I always tell a story. I'm going to tell a story right now. And I'm going to tell a good one. So, this is about my man, Bron Kelly, a.k.a. B. So, I'm trying to get my album, my first album, The Unauthorized Bio of Patrick J. Wilcox. If you have not heard that, go check it out. It's on all the major outlets, you know, Spotify, Amazon Music, Tidal. Go check it out, man. Got good stuff going on, man. So I'm trying to come up with my album. I always try to keep my brothers Andromeda. Y'all know who Andromeda is. Most of them have been on this damn show. Other than Bron Kelly. Can't get Bron Kelly on here. Bron Kelly's a whole other story. So Bron Kelly can sing, man. Bron Kelly is talented out of this world. He taught me how to transpose and do things on the Korg Triton that I never thought I could do back in the days. But anything I made back early, you know what I'm saying, early 90s, early 2000s, whatever, that was all Bron Kelly showing me what to do and help me hook it up on Korg Triton. We were stationed in Korea together in Osan, where the rest of the Andromeda crew was. We did nothing but have fun and make great music. You know what I'm saying? Let me take this thing off, man. We just made great music, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just did good stuff. Like I say, you know, if you friends with me on any kind of social media, every now and then I throw something out there from Andromeda we did in Korea, and you can hear it. You can see him out there doing a song called Move On. He's very talented. So with that being said, I was trying to get my album together. I wanted a singing part for my album. And I had this special song. We're going to hear that song tonight. It was a song called Sweet Dreams. It was a song I did. You know, I had a lot of stuff going on in it, but it was very much dedicated to my daughter, Brianna. You know, but I roundabout did it. And so I said, man, I need a hook for this, man. I need a hook. Who can I call? I called Bron Kelly. I called B. Sent B the damn beat, everything. He sends the beat back. I said, oh, yeah, this is the fight. Oh, my God. This is it right here. This is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I got this. Little do I know that it's not B on the hook. I didn't even know it wasn't B on the hook. I done put the song out there featuring Bron Kelly, all this other stuff. I'm thinking he didn't never correct me neither. He ain't never said that wasn't me, bro. He ain't never said. He corrected me later. He was like, yeah, man, that wasn't me. I was like, why you say tell me? I put the whole song out there and get this man no credit, no nothing for the stuff. His name, but I made sure his name was on the video. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, Bron Kelly, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? But Bron Kelly is he's a dude that's very ashamed or kind of shy, whatever, when it comes to his singing. But he can sing. He can chop up harmonies and do all kind of cool stuff, man. He got it going on. But Bron Kelly got this thing about his singing, and so he brought this man in. And I'm happy he did it because he made people love Sweet Dreams. They love it. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Dreams is the second video I ever made. You know what I'm saying? It had my daughter in it. If you see, my daughter has been in almost every video I have made except for one. You check it out. My daughter's in the video. Camila. She's in my new single. You don't have that single. Go check it out. Around My Way featuring my man E. Smitty and Camila, who is my daughter, who's in the video. So this man, found out it was him. I was like, yo, man, I'm finna shoot a video. You want to come down and shoot this video?
Let's go.
Yeah. Man, that cat jumped on the plane. One day video shoot. Came down with the Fort Lauderdale. We shot some of the stuff on Fort Lauderdale. We did the whole thing. He watched the process. You know, it wasn't, you know, it was very low budget for what it was at the time, but it got the point across. So I went out there and I said, okay, you know what I'm saying? He did it. He did his stuff, shot his stuff, made it happen. And now we got the video out there, Sweet Dreams. All this in one day. Just crazy how all this stuff happened. So that was my introduction to this man. You know what I'm saying? And to commemorate that moment, I don't know if he recognized what I got on my head. He probably don't.
Oh, I recognize it. Oh, I recognize it.
This is the hat that I wore in my video.
Yes,
so y'all who gonna be listening to this on the podcast out there, who podcast world, when this comes out on, you know, all the major outlets, you're gonna see where it says Miami Heat on the top. It's big letters. You know what I'm saying? It ain't one of my favorite hats, but I rock it. On the back, it say Carol City Boy right there. See that right there? Yeah, you know I represent Miami-Dade County all day. Front and back. It don't make no difference. But that's how I met this man. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna be catching up. It's gonna be something for me right now, just like it is for you guys, man. I'm catching up with this brother, find out what he got going on, what I can learn new, because we really haven't spoke, you know, social media, see him doing stuff on social media, but we really haven't spoken since then. I wanted, like I said, with me releasing my new album, I've been backtracking and showing stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back together, me and this man, to do something else. But I got my new album finna drop here soon, man. And I was like, man, I need to, you know, so I'm circling back. And so I saw him on social media out there doing stuff. I said, man, this look like it's pretty funny. What's this? What he doing out here? So is that Charles? What's going on? They got a beard now? What? I said, oh, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to get this man on this podcast. So sure. I'm gonna shut my mouth, man, and I done told my story like I always do. And I'm gonna toss this over to my man, Charles. What's up, man? What's going on? Welcome to the Salute.
What's good, everybody? What's going on? Salute. Glad to be on the show. And appreciate you doing for what you're doing, man, for the hip hop community, man, for, you know what I'm saying, just breathing life back into the community, man. You know, it definitely needs some resuscitation. And man, you got the goods, you know what I'm saying? You got the skills to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm trying to make it. Hey, I gotta say this though before I let you go. The man, he rap and he sing. So don't think he just on here. He gonna tell you how he went viral before viral was a thing. He went viral before viral was a thing, flexing his MC skills. So don't get it twisted. He on here because he sings and he raps. Okay, I'm gonna clear that up because they're like, we gotta sing on the show. No, hip hop, that's the intertwined. Ask Mary J. Blige. She'll tell you real quick that hip hop is intertwined, and most of the samples where they come from, R&B. So
yes,
you know what I'm saying? He on this show because he deserved to be on this show. So and he a veteran. You know what I'm saying? He in the military, so he gonna let him tell his story. But shut up. Back to you, man.
Yeah. So a little bit about me.
There you go. You took my question. A little bit about you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you drive.
Go ahead, man. Do it.
All right. So a little bit about me, man. I'm first off, man. I'm a family man. You know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, I'm a child. I'm a child of the King. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm a child of the King, man. And I'm a family man. I went into the military at 23 years old, and I really did my best, man. I did 18 years, man. Did 18 years, but that whole struggle with trying to be there for the mission and be there for your family, you know what I'm saying? I chose to be there for my family, you know what I'm saying? So I went as long as I could. They gave me 18 years and let me retire, man. So thank God for that, you know? So, yeah.
I'm going to tell you this, before you go into the next part, next question, going to the next part, I'm going to save you. I don't know if you saw what I just put out on my Conscious Rhyme Instagram. I put it on there, what's bigger than you? You just answer that question. What's bigger than you?
Yeah.
You just did it. I posed the question to folk. What's bigger than you? What would you live for? If you can't find nothing to live for. What would you die for? What would you sacrifice for? You just said, what's bigger than you?
Yeah, because hey, that's what's bigger than us, man. I mean, cut straight to the chase. Life is not worth it if you're not living for anything that's bigger than you. It's a waste if you just waste it on yourself. You got to contribute something that's bigger than you. I chose my family, you know.
Yeah. Family. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I done been there, done that too, man, and still do it. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, if you get a chance, go back on there and check it out, see what I'm talking about. You'll see it. So why and when did and where did you serve? Why did you serve and when did you serve? And where did you serve?
So I came in at 2002. And but the reason why is because, man, 9/11 hit. You know what I'm saying? 9/11 hit, man, that September before. And I was at home, man. I was like, man, I got to do something, man. I've never felt an urge to do something ever in my life. But man, after 9/11 had hit, and I was just starting another one of my first jobs, I was like, man, I got to go. So I was already being primed to come into the Air Force. I was like, hey, when is my bus leaving? Like, oh, okay. And then that May in 2002, I was able to join, but that was that fueled me to go. And then, that and family and school, you know, doubled up on that.
So where you was, so what some places you was staying? You already said where you was from, right?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Houston, Texas. My first duty station was Barksdale. That's in Louisiana. After that, I went to the up north to the cold, Anchorage, Alaska. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We closed down Alaska. Well, we didn't close it down. I went to Pope Air Force Base, North Carolina. After that, and we closed that base down. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, I went back. I went overseas to Italy, rocked it in Italy a little bit, and then after that, my son had caught cancer, and but he's cancer free now, and that made me have to fly back to Texas, and now here I am back here in Texas.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, you know, man, if you're from Houston, so I don't know if you saw the episode where I had the dude that produced Big Pokey.
Oh, man. Okay.
Might want to go back and check that episode out. I ain't know who Big Pokey is. My man, Black, who's the administrator for this podcast, he went crazy. He from Louisiana. He like, Big Pokey? You finna have Big Pokey on your show? I was like, I don't know who Big Pokey is. But the dude that produced him, he was in the Air Force. And so if you go back, check, I forget which episode, maybe episode 8 and 9, one of them, you know what I'm saying? The producer of Big Pokey, go back and check it out, man. I played one of Pokey's Pokey got a new mixtape out, man. And Pokey came on and did, you know what I'm saying? He played his music for him and stuff, man. So my man lost his mind. You know, I ain't no Texas person, but this cat lost his doggone mind.
That's crazy. That's a Houston legend right there, Pokey.
Yeah. I don't know. I listen out for Miami. But I like the song, though. The song, I had to pick a song on there. The dude, Black, picked the song. He like, yo, this the song right here. I like the song. I'm like, yo, this cat album is on point. Like I said, go back. You hear the song, you're going to be like, yo, that song is cold. That song is on point. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So people come on here, man. They usually have some kind of recruiter story, man. Everybody got one or two. You know what I'm saying? I shared mine, you know, but do you have a good recruiter story, you know what I'm saying, with your recruiter?
Absolutely, man. Well, of course, you know, my recruiter wasn't good at telling the truth. So that and so
ooh, surprise.
You know, so that led me into getting into basic. When I stepped foot into the dorm, right? My TI was like, all right, everybody got 10 seconds to find a wall locker, right? And then so he said 1, 2, 10. And then so I look up, everybody's standing in a wall locker except me. And so I hear these clicks coming up. I'm staring at the wall like, oh man, I hope they don't see me. But I hear these clicks coming. You know, they got them clicks on the bottom of their shoes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden in my ear, I hear, Rock, you better find a wall locker. You got 3 seconds to find a wall locker. And man, I don't know how I found a wall locker, man. It was just beam me up, Scotty. I was right in front of a wall locker. I don't know how it happened. I mean, I guess he had me bugging so much. I found one. So I'm looking right in front of my wall locker. I found my spot, right? And then he said, now that you find your wall locker, you tell that wall locker, I'm glad I found you. And I said, I'm glad I found you. He said, say it again. I'm glad I found you. Keep saying it. I'm glad I found you. I'm glad I found you. I'm glad I found you. Man, everybody in there was cracking up, trying to keep a straight face. I'm here telling my wall locker that I'm glad I found you. And man, that story was reminded to me years into the Air Force. And man, they still talking about it to this day, man.
Yeah. You know, you did the TI story. I said recruiter story, right?
Oh, yes. It's twofold. It's twofold because the only thing I have to say about my recruiter is he lied. He said I can get in and cross train. You know what I'm saying? And I goes in as security forces. He's like, yeah, just go into security forces, man. You shoot all the guns, you have so much fun. And when I got in there, they told me, no, it's either CADM or K9. You're not leaving the career field. So, but you know what though? My career field made a better man out of me. It did.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this, man. I had a choice when I was in Miami. My recruiter rolled up. He was like, yo, you got police department, fire department. You know, I don't know if you ever seen the documentary, The Cocaine Cowboys. We don't do the police in Miami. We don't. I know y'all probably don't do it in Houston either. We don't do the police in Miami. So I was like, I'm not doing no police. You can hang that up. And I was like, that was out immediately. And that's how I got the fire department job. And then when I got the career, and I wasn't really paying attention. I saw him at the gate. Like when I got the career, I realized that yes, I made the right career choice. When I used to bring them coffee out there, they be sitting out there watching the F-18s, sitting out there in the damn folding chair in the cold, just sitting out there with their rifle. I'm like, hey man, I used to pass by, I'm going, we like, man, we gotta come back and get us some coffee, man. We gotta get cocoa or something. Cause they out there, it's freezing, snowing, and they out there sitting out there. I'm like, what are y'all guarding? We gotta stand on guard for this F-18. Why? You know what I'm saying? For what reason? But yeah, I knew real quick that was not the job. That was not. I just became a fireman real quick.
Man, I realized when I had the right job, I didn't want to go in security forces. But once I started learning the language of the law, and then I started realizing where we as Black people go wrong at when we're out there dealing with the law or dealing with people of authority, because naturally a lot of Black folks are dealing with a lot of trauma, and what you get is a lot of trauma that comes out in fear, and then that makes everything roll downhill. But once I realized I was in the right career field, I started seeing all that trauma, the reactionary thoughts began to break down, and I started to see how you can be protected by the law instead of being on the other side of the law all the time.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. At the time, I was about 21. I ain't met with the police. but you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got, it's I met a lot of security forces people over the years. And I remember y'all split. Y'all was what was it? Y'all went from
security police or something like that.
Yeah, y'all split. Y'all had split the academy. Whatever y'all did, y'all split. Y'all forces get changed. Yeah. You know what I mean? I remember when y'all went through that situation, man. But I had a lot of friends of mine that was working in the fire department. We gonna always be hand in hand and close to each other. It's always gonna be that way, man. So I got the I just knew that was a job. I was like, I got this job. My job easy. I come to work every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't do nothing but sit and look at trucks all day long, watch the trucks, clean up the station, go to sleep.
Keep it real. Get away with that one, but you're not done.
I'm happy that was a well-kept secret. A bunch of people, cross-trained over from the security forces into the fire department. They're like, we getting out of here.
Dog eat dog, man. It was a dog.
It's dog eat dog, though, man. Yeah, man. But hey, thank you for protecting and serving.
No doubt.
So let's move on to the next question, man. So my next question is: in what way did the military, if anything, influence your talent?
Since being in the military, you were forced to suppress your natural who you are. You know what I'm saying? Who God created you. You couldn't have no emotions. And what made you you. You know what I'm saying? And so by me being so suppressed, it made me want to pursue my desire even much more. I even want to be much more creative. And once I was able to get some freedom, for instance, go to my first deployment. Actually, I had more freedom than anything. So I was able to get my mind together and start writing. And I'm glad I started writing because I heard a dude down the hall making beats. And so I'm writing and rapping to his beats that he's creating. And then we finally collabed and I ended up making my first song in the desert because I was so suppressed by the military.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that. I say, the military is I guess it's freedom jail. I don't know how that makes sense, but it's freedom jail. You know what I'm saying? You in jail, but you free to kind of do what you want to do, but you still, and you got to answer to somebody. It is what it is.
You can only jump so high.
Yes, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I did my time. I made it through, man. But sometimes I felt like that. I felt like, man, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go do this. I want to go do that. I used to try to hang out with my partners. I probably sit on here a couple times with my partners and stuff. And, I had to be to work back then. We worked one day on, one day off in the fire department. That's what we work. So 24 on, 24 off. And so I would be trying to, I got to try to figure out something to do. So I would hang out with my partners. They were trying to hang out on Saturday. I got to be to work on Sunday. So I'm hanging out with them all night Saturday, hanging out. A couple times I was late. I mean, I don't even know how I made it as far as I did because a couple times it wasn't going to happen. I could have got kicked out, but what I started doing was I started going to the station, put on my uniform and sleeping on the couch. I come in at 2:00 in the morning, sleep on the couch. So you can't say I'm late. I'm in the station. Hey, get me. They ain't gonna let you go past roll call. They'll see you sleeping on the couch. Hey man, Wilcox, you got to go to roll call. So I wasn't never gonna be late after that. But that was me trying to, just feeling suppressed, man. I got to do. So all my friends was doing stuff. I just wasn't able to do nothing, man. Yeah. So y'all understand, man. I know exactly where you're getting at, man. Yeah. But the next one is, my question is, how did you go viral? I think this is an interesting story. You told it to me back in the days, and I was like, this was before viral was even a thing. So I want you to tell people how you went viral.
No doubt, man. It was in 2012, and I think we had about 2 viral videos that was pretty much out. And it was the two main ones were these 2 little kids called Charlie Bit My Finger. And the Antoine Dotson, I'm gonna hide your kids and hide your wife thing. You know what I'm saying?
I was in Huntsville.
You was in Huntsville?
I was around dudes that knew this dude. He came from Huntsville. And my God, they was tripping off of this fool. This dude, I was riding by the places where he be doing what he did it at. And people like in the barbershop, they knew this dude. You know what I'm saying? If you ever go on my Instagram page, this cat 10 Stacks, he's from Huntsville. They all knew this dude, man. They knew this cat.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
That's all right, man. And so those were the only 2 big videos that were out before mine. And we were having our fifth child, and this was in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm silly by nature. I mean, I get serious, but I'm silly by nature, man. And so my wife was in there having contractions, and so the heart monitor kept slipping off of her stomach, and so it will give an alert like a steady beep 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 tone, right? And so me being musically inclined, I started hearing music after a while. It was 20 minutes that thing kept going off, and so I started rapping to it. She's having a contraction, and so I just started recording. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking nothing of it, and then the doctor comes in and say, "Hey, man," he hears me playing it back. He say, "Hey, man, that sounds pretty cool, man. You ought to put it on YouTube." All I was doing was just rapping, freestyling, messing with my wife, calling my son's name out. And I guess it was a perfect recipe for a viral video. So I did that. I went ahead and put it on YouTube. And then the next day, man, I had a lady from MSNBC call me and say, "Hey, we like your story. We like what you did. Let's do a segment." I was like, cool. Yeah, let's do it. So we did that segment. It was on MSNBC. Before the end of that day, it had like 90,000 views, right? The next day, I don't know how, man, people got a hold of it, but it was on Good Morning America. You know what I'm saying? And I got people hitting me up at work saying, "Hey, man, you all on the news, man. The Houston News Department wanting to call. I'm 97.9 The Box down in Houston, man, hitting me up." And I'm like, they found out that I was from Houston because of my phrasing. And so so they called me up. They're like, "Hey, man, he's from Houston." So I end up talking to 97.9 The Box down in my dude. I did not know all this was going on. This was happening so fast, bro.
They say it's like that. They say it happened real quick, man.
It happened real quick. I wasn't ready for the doors to swing open like that, man. Apparently, I had DJs hitting me up, random guys from Houston hitting me up saying, "Hey, man, people don't get this opportunity, man. You better kick the door in, man." And I was like, I wanted to kick the door in so bad, man, but I had to. I was at a PL1 base and I had to go to work. You know what I'm saying? And back to my
suppression. What's bigger than you?
Yeah. It way bigger than me, man. Took me all the way. And I couldn't pursue that opportunity like I wanted to. I mean, it made it all the way up to public affairs, and they called me in the office. They said, "Hey, man, this is a cool song. This is a cool story. You know what I'm saying? But just don't talk about your job. But other than that, just tell us everybody who you talk to." I mean, even my wife, she got a spillover from that, because every time she went to the hospital, everybody would play the video.
My man Kevin, the one that was talking about, the one that's from Louisiana, my man Black on here, man. That's Kevin K. That's Black. Black was the one talking about Big Pokey. He from Houston. Okay. He from Houston, you know what I'm saying? Black. He all about that Big Pokey.
H-Town in the hive.
Yeah, he jumped in here for a minute, man. But yeah, man, when you told me that story, I was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? You was telling me, like, go check it out. So I went and checked. I said, this dude is wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like 2 days, man. It was like in 2 days I had like 500,000 views, man. And all my leadership kept calling me in the office as I'm walking down the hall. They're playing other videos that I did on my YouTube channel before I came in there for the brief. Matter of fact, they was playing a song Bron Kelly had wrote, and it was playing on YouTube, and I actually ended up singing on it. And they was like, "So this is what we doing now?" I was like, "Yes, sir." So, but yeah, man, that's that story, man. But I if that happened again, I'll be well prepared now. I mean, I've got stuff written down, and I'm ready. I got my channels up. I'm ready. Let's see. You're frozen, so I'm gonna wait till you chime back in.
All right, there you go.
I got you.
I don't know what just happened.
I went out.
Now I see three. Now it's three of me up here. I don't even know. Let me fix this thing. He said, "Hey," he said, "What's up, H-Time?" My man Black down there. Let me fix this thing. I don't know what just happened, but it all just kind of got jacked up. Like, I don't know what this. Yeah, I'm like, how I get three of them in here? Let me the layout. You know what I'm saying?
Hit the
now we back. Now we back on track, man. You know, it do that sometimes. Internet connection, it might go slow, but my man Black, he'll come in and he'll chop it up. He know how to do it to make it sound right. So yeah, man. When I saw, I was like, man, this dude, you know what I mean? But that don't happen all the time. And like I said, when you told me, I ain't know what the hell viral was really like that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And, you know, I heard a few things, but I didn't really know. You know, when you telling me about it at the time, I'm like, what are you talking about? And I went and I started looking. I said, oh well, now viral is it's just a household thing now. Everybody viral now. You know what I mean?
Everybody's viral now.
Yeah.
Now it's all about not just views, but it's all about subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many subscribers, how many people you got subscribing to your page, getting that algorithm up. Yeah. So
it's a little bit of it, man. The last guy I had on the show, man, was a cat named Sean Delaney. He do marketing. He does my marketing for me, man. And that's what he was talking about. He was like, yeah, man, it's you know, it's like that, man. He's like his algorithms and stuff like that. I've been working hard at mine, trying to get mine up the way it need to be. Black, I hook Black up with it, you know what I mean? And that Feeling podcast network, and they getting in and they doing their stuff too with Sean. He pretty good on that stuff, but not knowing all this algorithm stuff, man. And, you know, when you come from back in the day, nobody had no algorithm. Nobody knew all these terminologies. And we just knew about, hey, we make music. Somebody hear it, somebody like you, somebody hook you up. Hey, but he like that. He Black funny. He like that algorithm ain't no joke. So you know, you right. You know, this time of the night, man, probably gonna be a whole lot of people watching because it's a Tuesday night, you know, whatever. But we follow this stuff up by putting this on Spotify and all that good stuff. When you put it on Spotify and you put it on Apple, I think I'm like the second highest rated show on the podcast network. His show is number 1, you know, Smoke Pit. So yeah, so you gonna get heard. It's just that, you know, it's just Tuesday night, man. Everybody like, I gotta go to work in the morning. But yeah, man, let me go on to the next question. So yeah, I love that story, man. When you told me that story, I was like, man, I'm definitely got to talk about this story again. When you was in, did you ever consider leaving the military to go after your music career?
Oh, all the time, man, all the time. The thing that kept me in was, you know, I had to provide for my family because coming from where I'm from, I didn't have anything to go back to. So I had to stick it out, man. I had to stick it out.
Yeah, man. You know, it's been times, you know what I mean? Like I said, I tell my story about when I wanted to, you know, I had to do the same thing. You know, my man Op Solo, he had to do the same thing. We all had to make choices, and that's why I said, what's bigger than you? We had to make a choice, you know. And like we got the dude who started that feeling kind of records, or that feeling. He was a dude. He's on my second or third podcast, man. His name, you know what I'm saying, MRK SX, you know what I'm saying? You check him out, go check him out on YouTube. He do a lot of stuff, man. Check him out on Instagram, you know, and he like
connection.
choice, like okay, I'm back again.
All right.
I don't know if it's my internet or your internet. It's one of these internet connections acting crazy.
I don't know, man.
But it's all good. There you go. It's all good, man. We're gonna make it through. Like I said, Black pretty good at fixing stuff if it just get crazy. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? What was that? What the hell? What was talking about talking about getting out. So yeah, man, I that crossed my mind too, man. I had a lot on my mind when I was, because it's you want to follow your dream, but I knew, like I said it today on my thing I did on my Instagram when I was talking about. He's like, I got you, bro. Keep rocking. Yeah, I got it. I hear you. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? So, I talked about it earlier today, man. When I was saying, damn, I lost my train of thought again, man. I'm getting old. I got the old man syndrome going.
Oh, man. I do it too, man. But on that question though, man, like what kept me in, what kept me going, like my kids, they inherited my my singing ability, and my musical tenacity. And when I saw them, man, you know, and all those, like, since I can sing, man, the military wanted me to sing the national anthem all the time, right? And so that's what got me. That's what kept my vocal cords sharp. Every time they would call me, every time they hear me sing the national anthem, I would go out there. I get all my FaceTime with all the big wigs. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got my good EPRs.
So that's I remember now what it was. You know what I'm saying? Financiers. So I ain't had no financiers. I said it on my when I was on Instagram. I'm like, financiers. I didn't have no damn financiers. I was watching Wu-Tang, the American Saga. You talk, they have who they financiers? Dope Boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you look at Jay-Z, Dope Boy. If you're just a hard working dude who don't have no Dope Boy connections, it's a hard little road for you to try to, you know. So you got to make that money. You got to do what you got to do. By that time, you got kids. You got to make choices. You got to do what you got to do for your family. And so that's why I say, man, you got got to do it.
Yeah, we didn't have it easy like Big Meech and his brother.
I watched that show too. I'm like, dude, nobody. My cousin, shout out to Dez the Bias, you know what I'm saying? Trey 5, check him out on Instagram. He hip hop artist down from Miami. He hooked up with the BMF boys. They were financing him for a while. He went way to St. Louis.
Had to be, man. Had to be. I knew it was something because a lot of these cats, man, was already like, it seemed like they were well established with the gold, the jury, and the like, man,
Yeah, my man, he said, out of all these podcasts, only one person has answered that question. I knew it was time to go. Incredible. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it was, I don't have, like I said, nobody got no fight. He got lucky. He got the BMF. He would hook up the BMF boys. They financed that cat for a couple of years till the dude got locked up. My cousin probably gonna blow up. They was with it. But but he got lucky to get one of them financiers. You ain't got a financier, everything coming out your own pocket. So I financed my whole music stuff was through the military. And was through my civilian job. That's what I did, man. So anybody knocking that, man, you gotta do what you do for your family. That was important. The military allowed us to do a lot of things that a lot of folks can't do. So ain't nothing to feel, hey, you had to do what you had to do. How has the military complemented your music? I guess you just talking about singing the national anthem.
So the military helped me out, getting out there and really get my confidence up because, I used the fact that, they wanted me to sing the national anthem. Me knowing its history, I was like, okay, I'm proud of my country and all, but I already know.
I know history. I know exactly where you're trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, read a book.
Yeah. And so,
read a book.
Yeah. And so, but I went ahead and did what I needed to do, you know what I'm saying? And I went ahead and let everybody know who I was through my vocal cords. And I was able to hear me actually put feeling and into that national anthem. And when there was some notes on that song that I hit that I was talking to him with, singing the song, man. And that struck a chord with a lot of the higher ups, man. And I was able to get FaceTime and stuff like that, man. And I was able to, stay sharp, singing at church and writing songs and being in different plays and stuff like that throughout my military career.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know, for us as African Americans in the military, read a book and find out what it is about that national anthem that people feel some kind of way about. If you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? But it's a struggle sometimes. If you know some history of what it is, it's a struggle sometimes when and we all did it. You know what I'm saying? We all have to sit there, salute and do certain things, and there's again, what's bigger than you? I'm gonna say that 100 times through here. What's bigger than you? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? What's bigger than you? So we have to suck it up and roll with it. But like I said, if you don't know what it's about, you should read something about it, learn some history, man. You know what I mean? And maybe on one of my conscious corners when I'm on my Instagram page, I might throw some stuff to you. You know what I mean? And spit some knowledge to you so you know something, you learn something.
Yes.
But for me, I think, the military did the same thing for me, man. It really gave me some courage. It really allowed me, and I'm going to speak on this because my man, MRX SX was talking about it. He's like, man, he's sitting me up in my inbox on Instagram. He's like, man, that's something you should bring it up again about. And one of the reasons why we started this podcast, and me and him sitting and talked about it, was, the military, it spread hip hop. It spread R&B. He spread hip hop, all of that stuff. We helped hip hop go global. It was us.
Absolutely.
They helped it go out there. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of us getting confidence, in the midst of us growing, we was taking our talents all over the world. And so hip hop spread all over the world from us. Music, you know, R&B, I said R&B too, but all of it spread. You know, that's how they know who New Edition was in Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? They know who KRS-One is in Tokyo. They know who Rakim is in Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? Military members came over there and brought their tapes and they brought their CDs and like, yo, check this out. You know what I mean? They went to Korea. Ajiman, check this out. You know what I mean? So we helped spread stuff all over the world, man. And so, yeah, man, when it, you know, I think it complimented me a lot because I'm able to, I give you examples. So now I make music. My music is a little more nuanced. I think when I was younger, I was just straight up say what I want to say whatever it is, I'm on. You know what I'm saying? But now the music is a little more nuanced. I know how to make things reachable and to get it to where, you know, so you just want to listen to what I got to say. And that didn't happen overnight. That was me in the military going around all these different countries and different experiences and meeting different people from the West Coast, from Houston, from all these different places to help me grow. So it complimented my art a lot, man. And so, yeah, I'm feeling you on that, man. It is what it is. So,
yeah.
Now I'm gonna throw something. I got a question for you. And I'm gonna throw something out there. Hope you know what I'm saying. You know, I sent you some of these questions, so I'm trying to prepare you, so you already know what time it was. I hope you was ready for this. So my question is, what's your top 5 hip hop and R&B collaboration?
Oh man, all right. So
I'm gonna give you mine once you finish giving me yours.
All right. So okay, I'm from Houston, right? But you know what I'm saying. I diversify since I came in the military. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say this: Method Man, Redman, 1. Nate Dogg and Warren G, 2.
Hold up. That ain't singing. I'm talking about R&B.
R&B?
Yeah, I'm talking about R&B. What hip hop R&B collaboration?
Okay.
Think about it now. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? It could be Nelly and what's the one chick from Destiny Child? It could be Nelly. You know what I'm saying?
Kelly Rowland.
It could be. Is she from here? That should be your number 1. I was like, man, he finna say Beyonce and Jay-Z. Come on now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with this. Don't judge me. R. Kelly and Ronald Isley.
There ain't no hip hop. What are you talking about, man? I'm about to cancel your card. Your wife, you walk by like, hell no.
Yeah, she gave me the shout out too, man. I'm like, hey
man, we ain't showing R. Kelly no love on here. You know what I'm saying? But that is not hip hop. And that is not come on now. The first one I would have said if I was you would have been Jay-Z and Beyonce. He was Houston.
You know what?
Kelly Rollins or Nelly. She was Houston. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Yeah, those are good, man. Those are good. I didn't do so well on this question. All right?
I see.
I'm history, man.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
My mind was so crowded with all the things I wanted to say.
Hey, go Black. Black got the eyeballs on you. Like, what's up? What you doing, man? You know
I'm gonna come back to that question.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some. Okay, first off, I'm gonna give you that. All right, I'm gonna give you Beyonce and Jay-Z.
All right,
Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay,
right, remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Rollins. And Nelly. I like that song. That's number 2. That's my second one. I would say almost in my top 1. I should have said number 1 would have been Mary J. Blige and Method Man's "You All I Need."
Yeah. I was thinking about that too, but I was like, man, I just didn't know. I didn't know the most accurate way to answer the question, but that was in my mind.
I'm still going now. I ain't finished. I'm on number 3.
All
number
right.
4, Barry White and my man Big Daddy Kane. So, you know what I'm saying? Google it. If you don't know what song they did together, go and Google it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's one of my favorite joints right there.
Okay.
All right. And so number 5. Let me think long and hard for, you know what I'm saying, number 5. What I'm gonna say is number 5, my favorite one. Let me see. I got it. I got it in my mind. But I know it's one that I gotta say something
else.
Huh?
I say,
oh hell, I forgot about that one. I'm picking that one. Man, you should have been. That should have been one of yours.
I mean, I have a lot. It was that question was unfair.
Come on now.
It was unfair because it's just too many.
Man, 5? You could get 5 of them. You slipping, man. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say one that nobody wasn't gonna get. You know what I'm saying? It was one with Luke and H-Town back in the days. Come on, you should know that. It's back in the day. It was a song with H-Town and Luke. That's the first time I ever heard H-Town. Was on the song with Luke. I ain't know who they was. I will say H-Town is my favorite R&B group.
Yeah, I gotta say that too, man. I mean,
I love H-Town.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Hold up, here go Black song. Black Through Here is up there. Mary and Meth, Big Mo, and Big Pokey. I don't know who the hell is Big Mo anyway, but he said Jay and Beyonce, okay. Joe and Big Pun. I like that. Old Dirty and Mariah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm at to revoke your card.
Yeah.
Your card gonna get snatched. You know what I'm saying? You should have been. I mean, come on now. If I'm Houston, you got a whole bunch of them. Houston, you could have said.
You know what? I was just trying to show all the coasts love. You know what I'm saying?
If that's your final answer, I'm gonna let you roll with it.
Yeah, let me roll with that.
You can roll with that, buddy.
Let me roll with that.
All right, let's see. So everybody got one. I got one, and I always tell you what has been your most inspirational moment while serving. My best inspirational moment while serving was the time I got to meet Rakim and shake Rakim's hand, and his hand was supple like a lady's hand. You know what I'm saying? It was nice and soft, but I was like, and I got a chance to tell. He said, tell him who Big Mo is, and you get a pass. You gotta tell me. There you go. He said, tell me who Big Mo is. I don't know who Big Mo is.
All right, Big Mo. I think Big Mo is from Missouri City, and I forgot, man.
You about to lose your pass?
No, man. Because I've been at the game for a minute, man. Let me see. I just know he part of the SUC. You know what I'm saying? And he had a few hits come out. It's the bar, baby. That might be Big Pokey. One of them, but you know.
I don't know if you made it, man. I guess Black gonna let you know if you made it. But I don't know if you made it, he put eyeballs on you, man. He like, I don't know. Eyeballs on you. You getting eyeballs.
No, don't do it like that, man. Don't do it like that.
You got eyeballs, bro.
You know why? You know why it is, Kevin. Listen, I love Houston. I met my wife on the South Side. You know, I was born in Fifth Ward. You know what I'm saying? And then my mama moved us further north. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Gonna let me live."
Say shaky, but let him live. Let him live.
You know what? 97.9 The Box. They did show me love, man. When I had came out with the hee hee hoo hoo thing, with rapping to my wife, they remixed it to June 27th. You know what I'm saying? June 27th, that freestyle was a freestyle legend. You know what I'm saying? That was a legend down there in Houston. And so my barber called me and said, "Hey man, don't you know you made it to people's trunks down here in Houston? I mean, they banging you in the trunk." And all I did was a parody to my wife having a baby. You know what I'm saying? So
that's viral. You know what I'm saying? You know,
hey, so you got to show me some love, man. You know what I'm saying?
They got you on Sweet Dreams. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I love Houston. I ain't never even been to Houston, but I love Houston. You know how much I love Houston? I love Tony Draper. You know I love Scarface. You already know, you know what I'm saying? Anything, you know what I'm saying, the dude will rap a lot, I'm on it. He said, okay, you cool. Black said, okay, you cool. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Tony Draper, Scarface, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm Devin the Dude.
Come on.
He ain't even from Houston. He from
in the bathroom boo-booing.
You know what I'm saying? I love Devin the Dude. You know what I'm saying? My doobie ass Trey. You know, so hey, come on now. You know, hey, I love my Memphis boys. You know what I'm saying? 8 Ball MJG by way of Houston.
Yeah.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I'm Houston, and I ain't never been to Houston.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
You know, I'm gonna have to go to Houston just to say I've been. Because I'm that much of a Scarface fan. You know what I'm saying? That You know what I'm saying? I would probably follow that cat. He'd be like, yo, man, this, you know what I'm saying? Something wrong with you. He be calling the police on me. I be stalking Scarface. You know what I'm saying?
So you mad love.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you didn't say it, so I'm, we start getting off and other stuff, which is usually happens on this show, which I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, what has been your most inspirational moment while serving? I told you mine was when I also met Coolio, but that's a whole other story, and that was not an inspirational moment. All right, it was Rakim, not Coolio.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on, man. Black Those supposed to ESG, Lil Kiki, Fat Pat, H-Town is always in my heart.
No doubt. And that's right, and rightly stated. You know what I'm saying? In mine too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right. Y'all Houston, I got you, you know what I'm saying? So what has been your most inspirational moment while serving? Think long and hard about it.
I think my most inspirational moment while serving, I'm just gonna say this. I was working in the visitor center, and across the visitor center was some railroad tracks. And so somebody ran into the visitor center and said, hey, there's a car stalled on the railroad tracks and they sleeping. And so without me thinking about it, me being security forces, I'm like, man, people always complain about stuff. They never get nothing done. So I just ran out of there without even thinking. And I go to the railroad tracks and I see this young man just sitting there sleeping. And I just, I was kind of upset. And so I said, hey, man, get up. He wakes up. I said, man, just get in the passenger side, man. Just get in the passenger side. And so he woke up oblivious to everything, man. He just went ahead and just scooted over. And I just jumped in his car and I just drove it off the railroad tracks into the parking lot. And it wasn't just in the nick of time from getting hit by a train, but there was a train coming. And but it just wasn't that just in the nick of time story. But I got a medal for heroism because of it, you know.
Hey man, I tell you, you know what I'm saying? I like that story. I was going more for the hip hop story or the music story, but I like that one too. You know what I'm
saying? Okay. And this is the one as far as a hip hop story goes.
Yeah.
Man, I was in my first deployment. When I wrote my first song, I was able to perform it in a talent show. And my mic was a makeshift microphone with a sock on top of it. And my homeboy just made the beat, you know what I'm saying? And then I just spit on top of the beat and we had a talent show and I was able to do that song. I put the death of my dad in the song and it's called The Last Man Standing. And man, when I did that song, afterwards, I didn't expect the reaction of everybody that was in the auditorium, but man, I had people after people, person after person come up to me and say, hey man, I needed to hear that. I need to hear the words that you said in that song, man. I mean, so much so that when I came back to Alaska, I played the song for a producer and it was on the radio. They just ended up putting it on the radio in Alaska. So,
man, this might be something you to think about, man. If you get a lot of hit and misses here, man. You know what I'm saying? You done been on the radio 2 times. I think it's about time for you to start thinking about some career choices right about now. You know, you done been on the radio 2 times. I ain't been on the radio 0 times. You know what I'm saying? You've been on the radio 2 times. Come on now.
Hey.
You had to give you something.
You're right, man. I guess so.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You blessed, man. You on the radio 2 times. That's somebody trying to tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to tell you something, you know.
Man, I need some help, man. I need some help.
Hey, you know, music over here. You know what I'm saying? I got a crew. You know what I'm saying? You already know. These dudes right here, that feeling, it's a bunch of cats and everybody military or private military.
Yeah.
We got it. You know what I'm saying? We got it over here. You know what I'm saying? You say what you want to do.
All right.
And you see my man Black now, he just released his single. He just released one about a week or so ago.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'm telling you, we all music over here, man. This all love, all music. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And that's what this podcast is about. What you doing and what you talking about right now is what it's about, because people don't know it's talented dudes in the military. You know, they think you serving your country, but I'm like, you know, these dudes ain't, like I just said, ain't nobody fronting the bread.
Right.
Nobody fronting the bread. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would be a superstar. Somebody front the bread for them. So nobody front the bread. So people had to work in the military and had to do is serve their country. And so I'm out here like, look, it ain't just me. It ain't just me. Because they tried to joke you, boy. They did all kind of stuff over the years. I just didn't give a damn. Because I knew it was more people than just me. that was out there making music, and I know a whole bunch of them now. You just one of them. I know plenty of them, and they done been on this show. I'm on episode number 12.
Man.
You understand? You episode number 12. They out here. It's just that we don't get the love and get the things that we should get.
Man, when Bron Kelly had told me that he needed me to sing on that track, I was like, man, why do I know about this? You know, I mean, because I was security forces. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a lot of people that. It was just work. I didn't have a lot of time to venture out. But man, once I found out that, you know what I'm saying, that brothers at your caliber was like in the Air Force, I was like, well, shoot, I guess I ain't the only one.
No, you ain't the only one. It's a whole bunch of them. I'm telling you. Go look up MRKSX. He cold. It's a whole bunch of us out here, man. I'm telling you. That's why I wanted to highlight that. And that's why he came to me with like, yo, I got an idea. And he said it. His spiel to me was like, we made music and hip hop all over the world. The military is what got it like that. It was us. That's how it got that way. You know what I'm saying? We spread it. And so this is another opportunity to do that because I'm just trying to highlight. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been busy kind of doing my stuff on my album, trying to get together. But I got the hookup, you know, and I just hooked it up. You know, I'm gonna put more energy this year coming in. I'm gonna put more money and energy into this podcast. Because I think a lot of people need to know, we need to hear what's going on with this podcast. And I hope, you know, I know Black and all of them gonna help me out, you know, with some networking people, man. So this is one of the podcasts, I keep it sacred. You know what I'm saying? I keep it tight. I don't just let everybody on here, you know, because it's only to put people out here that don't nobody know. And they musical and they military folk. When people hear Sweet Dreams, they're gonna hear the talent. You know what I mean? You made Sweet Dream. You came when I had the lyrics, but you came behind me. You know what I'm saying? You made the song. So that's what it was. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And you came down, shot the video with us and everything, man. I'm just going to do the song, and I ain't going to shoot the video. That video a little long. So I'm like, I ain't going to go through all that. But I'm going to do the song. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do the song tonight. But, so yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what this was about. This Salute podcast is for this right here.
Man, I appreciate
you. You know what I'm saying? You surrounded. We are a collective of people. There is music for you. My man Donnie will work with you. My man Donnie Adair, go back and look at some of the episodes. Find Donnie Adair. Donnie Adair is cold. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 songs on my album. He produced one. He produced a song on my last album. We got a mixtape together. Go look it up. Go get that piff. You know, it's called Quarter Water. Purgatory Quarter Water. Featuring Donnie 5. Go check it out. And you're going to hear with Donnie on. You know what I'm saying? Him and B was like this. B taught him some stuff. They taught each other. Yeah, that was B-Boy. They was tight like this. They helped each other get tight. He played instruments. I play instruments. You got us. We here.
Man, that's boy.
We here. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta say what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Speak it out. Say it loud. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do. Okay. So, all right, you know what I'm saying? Let me go on. Let me roll on. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some more stuff on here. Let's see. Who?
Say the question again. It kind of went out.
I said, who is your biggest influence musically?
Let's see here. Musically, I think my biggest influence musically is gonna be. I think it's over the year. I think it's Lecrae. Lecrae is my biggest influence.
Lecrae Cole. You know, so I wasn't really a big Lecrae fan, but my girl here, man, she's all into. She's, you know what I'm saying, she have a big Christian background, man, and so she all into. So I'm back listening to. I listen to him. He cold though. You wouldn't even know until you listen to what he was saying. Like this dude is so doggone cold, ain't he? It don't even make no sense.
Man, lyrically, man, the dude, man, he make a brick wall make sense.
He make it, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he'll make it make sense, man. And I think he's my biggest inspiration musically.
My biggest inspiration, I got a couple. You know what I'm saying? Was all, you know, number one is always gonna be Rakim. Keep 100. I think my next one was Scarface. Yeah. Cujo Goody.
Okay.
Cujo Goody. You know what I'm saying? And I was always about MJG. You know what I'm saying? Those some, and I can say Poison Clan. My man JT Money from the Poison Clan. You know, and brother Marquis from the Two Lot Crew, who I've had a chance to interview. If you go back and look, you know, so I got an interview with me and brother Marquis from the Two Lot Crew.
Okay.
Which made my day. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, happy man. It was on another podcast.
Every time, and you know, when you said Scarface, man, you know, I hear that in you. I hear that in you. I mean, it's you already about to rap a verse about you know, hand of the dead body. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. You already know, man. I don't have no gripes about that. You anybody compare me and say my music sound like some Scarface, I say you're right. I'm telling you, I was not a Scarface fan. I was not. My boy Op Solo, he loves Scarface. I was not a Scarface fan until I heard, because I didn't like the way he rapped. Then he changed his rap style up. Never heard a man cry until I heard, you know, see the man die. I mean, and when I heard that, I was like, oh snap, you know, hit my whole outlook on him. And Tupac too. You know, Tupac was a little bit of it too. But you hear me, you're gonna hear a little MJG. You're gonna hear some Rakim in there. You're gonna hear some MJG 8 Ball in there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear some Andre 3000 up in there. You hear some Scarface. All these cats is my influence, you know, coming up. You know what I mean? So you're gonna hear those things in there, man. You know what I mean? And you're gonna also hear, you know, my man Chuck D from, you know, my whole musical outlook and the way I look at music, hence conscious rhyme, comes from Chuck D. You ever notice about Public Enemy? That's what I learned. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the funky drummer, they use that to death. That was a hip hop thing back in the day. That was a drummer for James Brown. Yeah. The music that Public Enemy would make, they were talking some stuff. They were telling you, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Elvis and John Wayne. They said fuck Elvis and John Wayne. And you were still listening to the song. People were still there, no matter what color you were. You were still all into it because the beats, the music was so catchy and was so hard. You didn't even know what the hell Public Enemy was saying until at the end. Like, oh, they just got me black righteous and I ain't even black. Come on. So those are, you know, yeah. So those are my influences, man. So yeah, you know, we got them. Lecrae is an excellent one. You know what I mean? Those just a fun. I can go on about people that's influenced me, but everything you said is the facts about me. You can hear it in what I put down.
And you know, man, I don't mean to stay on the question. But I actually happen to be. I had the opportunity to be in one of Scarface and Ice Cube did a video together. They did a song together. It was called. I think it was called "Hand of the Dead Body," and I actually was in that video.
Oh, really?
In Fifth Ward, yeah. In Fifth Ward, I had like I was at the 20-second mark, and it was the camera was panning all the guys that was on the set, and there I was in my my gold overalls jumpsuit set and a white T-shirt.
I like that song, man. You can feel the hand of the dead body.
Yeah, had a helicopter and everything, man. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Hey man, he did it, man. You know, Ghetto Boys they put Houston on the map. You know what I mean? Absolutely. They was the one. Hey, you know, until I heard, you know, my mind playing tricks on me. Now I did like his verse on mind playing tricks on me, but that was, you know, I like that. But I never listened to a Scarface album by itself until, you know what I'm saying, until that song came out. And I guess that part was because it went everywhere. It was a nation, but he changed up the way he rapped on that. And that's what I was like, man, this cat done changed. And from then, I just everything Scarface put out, I'm gonna be on. I'm a huge Scarface fan. Go to the next question, man. What obstacles have you faced, or did you face? Because you got out, right? You got out.
Yeah. Okay. I had to get out.
Okay, because I didn't know if you had got out or not. So I said, what obstacles did you face as an artist in the military?
I think the obstacle that I faced, man, and you know, being security forces, man, you know, and working what we had to work, you know, having to be there long hours of the day, man. I really didn't have any time to really come home and really, you know, embrace the person I was growing into. You know what I'm saying? And so my writing skills, I had a big case of writer's block, you know what I'm saying, because of it. And so I believe I stopped writing. I stopped listening to a lot of music, man, because my mind I'm trying to get promoted, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, trying to be there for my family, man. And then, you know, I have 5 kids, and so I'm at work, but I'm not present. You know, my mind is like changing diapers, taking my wife to the hospital, you know what I'm saying, because she's sick. Who's gonna be there? And so not to blame it on my family or anything like that, because I went as far as I could, all the way till I had to slide on out. They were like, okay, we can't do nothing with you no more. Your higher tenures here, you just going just bye. And they just gave me my papers. Saying, and so, I think that was my biggest.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna get my man Maximus, so he had the same thing happen to him, man. He got to the point they were like, hey, get that time, you know what I'm saying? Gave him retirement paper, let him go on. Higher tenure it is, let him tell him slide on up out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you know what I mean? It happened like that sometimes. Everybody ain't. I just been lucky, man. I don't even know. I can't even tell you how lucky and what happened with me. I would have never thought I would have ever been a chief. You ain't gonna tell me that I was gonna be a chief master sergeant. I was just a dude day by day, just moving day by day in the military, man. I wasn't never thinking about no chief master sergeant, man. But
one of your troops, I graduated basic with. His name is Gould.
That's my man.
Yeah. That's why I know you good people, man. Because Gould was my boy in basic. He was my boy.
That's my man. You know, I talk to
Gould the other day. He was close.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see his picture. I say, Cat Cock Diesel, dude. You know what I'm saying? He would diesel up, you know what I'm saying, back there. That's my man, though. You know what I'm saying? I love Gould, man. I mean, he know it. He know I wish that cat to get out the military and come down, you know what I'm saying, and rock with me any day. You know what I'm saying? Any day. That cat is that cat is a, you know what I'm saying, is a dude that is a very, I mean, what's the word, man? He's a very straightforward, you know what I'm saying? He's just a good dude, man. All around, just good dude, man. And we got to be real close at Herbert. You know what I'm saying? Me and him clicked real close at Herbert. So much so that when I left, I knew he wasn't gonna be long. We was going into Omegas too, man. We was doing Omega Sci-Fi together, all that, man.
Wow.
Yeah, me and Gould been through some things, trying to get some stuff going, man. We been messing around, man. So you know, Gould, I knew he was gonna be out of there. He went to Alaska. He left Herbert Field to go to Alaska. That goes to show you right there. That's how tight we were tight, man. I was like, man, me and Gould straight. I knew he wasn't gonna be long, but yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him, man. I'm like, yo, man, you know my man. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good dude, man. All the way around, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. So, all right, the next question. Did you or do you put any experiences from the military in your songs, or have you in the past put it in your songs?
Yes, definitely. There was a song I've written called "The Call for Battle." Right. And it has a spiritual definitely a spiritual connotation to it. You know, talking about strapping up with your battle gear on. You know, as a verse I spit, it says, can't even spit it right now. It's been so long since I rapped it.
Yeah, it's all right though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put you on the spot. You know, some MCs I put on the spot, you know, but I haven't done that yet on this show, but it's coming. It's coming. MC's gonna come on here. I'm gonna put him on the spot. I'm like, yo, give me your best 16 right now. It's coming. Yeah, man. I ain't did it to him yet, but it's coming.
Yeah, I gotta sharpen up my lyrical sword before I
gotta sharpen up the, you know what I'm saying? Gotta sharpen up the skills, you know what I mean? But the only person thus far that came on here and spit acapella is my man Op Solo. But I expect that, man. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you saw the little clip I put on Instagram of me making the music the other day. And the first dude to rap on there is Op Solo. Op Solo rap you to he'll rap for 24 hours, 48 hours straight if he could.
Yep.
That was what kind of cat he is.
I don't expect nothing less from him.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was down there. He was with us. You met Op Solo. You met my man. Yeah, he was down there with us. So that cat go rap. He go rap till the crows come home, man.
Oh yeah.
Crows roost.
Oh yeah.
So my next question is, what were some of the lessons you learned in the military? And if you could do it again, what would you have done differently?
There's many different lessons, and I wouldn't do anything differently. I came in there, when I came in the military, just the feedback that I got from the higher up saying, hey man, you know, you sharp, you know, or you know, asking me how do I figure a process out? You know, I was just doing it the only best way I could, you know what I'm saying? And apparently it was what they were looking for. I think there was the man upstairs looking over me. Yeah. But I wouldn't redo anything, man. I would just kind of, if anything, I would do it the same way or do it better, you know what I'm saying? Or even go even harder with it, you know, so I wouldn't do anything.
I feel you. You know what I'm saying? For me, I think I would have did some things a little differently, you know, in the way I kind of approached it in the beginning, because I don't know if I was serious about it, wasn't serious about it. I let other people. I would have stayed active. I got off active duty and went to the reserve because I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I just got sick of. I let people dictate and move me in a direction that they were not thinking that it was a plot to it. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking that they plotting on you. They really don't want you to be successful. This the way they're gonna mess with you to get you off your game. I was just like, man, I'm sick of these cats messing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking like I'm thinking now. I'm an older man. I went through, but at the time I was young. I was like, man, I still was able to achieve some things. I still reached heights that a lot of people wouldn't made. True. On active duty or the reserve, it wouldn't make no difference. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy either way. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I could go back again. I wouldn't have let them talk me out of my the military career I was headed on, the active duty career I was headed on. But I got so frustrated, so I let people talk me out of that game. So yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, you know, if I could do it over, that's some things. You know, we all have some things, but yeah, I like your answer. That was a good one, man. All right, yeah. If you could give number 13 here, if you could give a young airman some advice who's serving right now, who want to pursue some music, what is it? What would you tell them?
I would say, don't make no babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold off on that so that you can focus your attention on your craft. You know, because first and foremost, if you're in the military is gonna get your attention. They're gonna get your mind, they're gonna get your attention. And when you're off duty, you want to be able to unwind and focus on you. Focus on what the creativity you want to do, what you want to create. You don't want any other distractions. So I say, you know, remove everything that will distract you from your creativity.
I like it. I ain't gonna say nothing other than that. That was an excellent answer right there. The next question is, when you was in, did your supervisor support you, or were they not supportive of what you was trying to do?
None of my supervisors were supportive because it was just too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? And I was always told that, hey, let other people pump you up. You know what I'm saying? And so once they heard other people telling them about, hey, you might want to let this guy off so he can be a part of this show right here, because this is such and such, and this is what he did. You know, it wasn't the supervisors that were supporting me, but it was the peers, everybody else. When the word got back to them, that's when they began to support me.
You know, I think, man, I had a few that supported me over the years. You know, some, you know, and I hear different things. I had some people come on here and say they did, but I find that sometimes when it's the fire department or the police department, because the fire department is pseudo military, police department is the same thing. So I find a lot of times you got a lot of, you know, I say buttholes in those organizations. And for whatever reason, they all tend to gravitate, because I know why, because the A-type personalities, they ones become firemen and policemen. And then I hear people that was maintenance person, my supervisor was fine with me doing shows. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? You know, I had a couple that was okay, but that was few and far between. They wasn't very supportive of some of the things. Security force. Yeah. Police department and fire department, because they them type A personalities gravitate toward. And then, like I say, man, nobody don't believe in your dream but you. They always, you know, you're gonna find haters. People laugh at me right now. I done had people laughing at me at this second. Now I don't give a damn. I'm like, man, because I'm not, what I do is not for you. I got a dream. It ain't your dream. I don't expect you to understand what my dreams are. I'm living my life. I'm living what I got to do for myself. I don't expect you to like nothing I do. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? And once you get to that point in life, you just like, man, you know, I'll rock on. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. As a matter of fact, this is how much I don't care. I'm calling my album 48. That's how much I don't care.
Yes, indeed.
You know, but until you can tell me you rap better than me or you got skills like this, well, I'm laughing. It's not like I'm whack. You know what I'm saying? You could get on me if I was whack. I'll say, okay, yeah, I need to stop doing that. But anybody who done heard some stuff I done did over the years, they know I'm not whack. So they know it's not a joke, and they can't laugh at me. They laugh. I'm gonna give you an example. So I had this one cat, you know what I'm saying, my partner, man, you know what I'm saying. He was with me. I ain't gonna call no names, but he was a friend of mine. I worked with him at Robbins Air Force Base when I was working at Robbins. He did an album, man. and they used to joke this cat so hard about his album. He was the joke of the fire department. Oh, they joked him so bad, and rightly so, because it wasn't really good. It was pretty funny. Anytime you heard, he was pretty funny. He was trying to sing. This dude was not Prince. He sounded like Prince. It was so funny. He was a joke, huh? They used to get on this cat so hard, man. He was so funny. He went out. He done took his money, went all the way out to Las Vegas, and spent so much money to produce this album. It was horrible. You know what I'm saying? I love my man, but it was horrible. You know what I'm saying? And so
was it 50 Tyson?
Huh? Say what?
Was it that cat named 50 Tyson?
No, you know what I'm saying? This dude, I ain't gonna call his name though. We had a many laughs in his expense over the years, but they thought they was gonna do it to me. They thought they was gonna laugh at me, but they didn't realize. So they said, oh yeah, they was going in the fire departments. They all in there ready to crack up, right?
You hit them with that surprise attack, didn't you?
A surprise attack. It was in there. You know, that was my first album. That's before I even had my second album. That was my first album that me and Op Solo did called Incursion. You can't get it. We're gonna have to put it back out so everybody can get a hold of it and hear what me and Op Solo with. We a little bit. You probably hear some things here and there. It's some stuff online out there. If you go to my SoundCloud, Conscious Rhyme SoundCloud page, you'll hear some of the stuff that's off of that first album. We got a couple cuts on there.
Sure.
You know, Babylon's Eve. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of them on there. So they played the album. They was in there ready to joke. I had them in there with their mouth wide open, like, oh, this is actually good. Yeah, it's actually good. You know what I'm saying? That's all the beats that beat helped me make on that Korg Triton. They was cracking up. They couldn't laugh at me. Couldn't do it. Turn back on Ken again. I said his name. Back on him. Realize. Come on. Yeah, man. But they tried to joke, but it wasn't gonna work for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wasn't gonna work for them. So yeah, man. You know, it is what it is, man. If I give airmen or anybody that's in the military some advice, I would say that if you don't have no kids, like you said, if you don't have no kids and no responsibilities, try not to if you can help it, and get out and follow your stuff, man. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you have kids, you have responsibility. It's a little harder. The military does that on purpose. Yeah. Keep you kind of attached to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is what it is. You know, I call it like I call it. You know, they gonna keep you attached. I had to realize. It took me a long time to realize that, but sadly, it's true, man. They do that on purpose. Yeah, they want you to get married. They want you to use their BH and BS. They want you to get hooked in. You know what I'm saying? So that you feel like you can't survive without them. You know what I mean? But and like I said, I love the military. I would never do it no other way. But it's not the only game in town. It's not the only game in town. You can do other things. You have other talents. I had jobs. I had talents before I came in the military, so it really wasn't nothing for me to dip out. It's the contract. It's that, man, when you sign that contract, it ain't just a piece of paper. It's a binding spiritual thing. Yeah. Because once you get that DD 214 and you out, then you start realizing all this stuff that was you suppressed the whole time you was in the military start coming back. I mean, I haven't cried in the military until I got out. Yeah. Hey, so, it's like that. I mean, sometimes, like I said, I mean, it's, yeah. And you get out, you like, man, what I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? Well, then you like, man, I got this job. Was this job, could I do this job on the outside? They tell you, I need this cert, that cert, man. They didn't tell me all that. I'm telling you, yeah, I know. I just happened to got lucky. I was in the fire department. I saw it. I was like, I'm going to set myself up because I'm getting out of here. And I knew because I want to pursue the music. And I did it. You know what I mean? I still put things that was bigger than me ahead of me. But now I'm at that point right now. Well, that's why you see more of me now, because I'm able to do a little bit more than I was at. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to do more now. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at that point. So my next question, well, this is not a question. So now I do a little part of thing I call it the artist corner. So I talk about little things and topics to help people that's out there, young guys, young people that want to, say they're pursuing music that might not know. So. Mm-hmm. There is a difference between a trademark and a copyright. You should know the differences between a trademark and a copyright. So I just recently went in, and it's dumb on me. I should have did it a long time ago. I trademarked my name, Conscious Rhyme. So now, I'm me. I'm me anyway. If you Google me right now, Conscious Rhyme, who come up? My face. It's me. Conscious Rhyme music, put it in there. I'm everywhere. If you go on Instagram, Conscious Rhyme, I come up. You go to Tidal, type in Conscious Rhyme, it's me. Anybody but me. So it wasn't no hard road anyway, but I just wanted to go ahead and lock it down and make sure this is where it's at. The copyright, we talking about copyright, you're talking about music. You're talking about going and copyrighting your music. And no, Don't believe that stuff where I'm gonna mail this stuff. I did that back in the day. I'm gonna put my CD in an envelope and mail it to myself and not open it. Nah. Go do the right thing, man. There's plenty of companies out there. It's not that expensive. Go on, lock your stuff down, get it right, get your copyrights right, get your stuff right, because you don't want nobody coming back later on, especially if it's original compositions. When a lot of my stuff is, I specialize when I make beats. I specialize in making beats that sound like samples, but it's not. You're about to hear an example of that on Sweet Dreams. It sounds like a sample, but it's not. So I specialize in that. So my stuff is a lot of original compositions. So I started locking that stuff down. You want to get paid off your stuff. I'll probably have another next time around, do another podcast. I'll probably talk a little bit more about how you should get off, how you get paid and what it takes to go to how many streams you got, because people don't know. It's jacked up. But I don't want to talk about that now. I'm gonna sit down on a whole other. But don't think you streaming 500 streams and you're gonna get some money. That ain't even close to money. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I talk a little bit about the streams and educate people a little bit more. That's what I do on here. So that's my corner. That's the artist corner. It's the difference between trademarks and copyrights. If you don't know the difference, do some research. You understand? Understand what you're getting yourself into. You understand? Okay. There you go. And I'll talk later on about LLCs, all that stuff. I just did my LLC for Fireman Production. And we talk more into that. Business. You better get your mind right on business, because if you ain't noticed a business, you never gonna make it. My man MRK SX said something to me, and it's been sticking with me since he said it. I already knew it, but he reiterated. He's like, he said, everything you see me do got a dollar sign attached to it. You ain't gonna be successful in the music business. You don't know that as a fact. All right, let's see. So we've come to the point where I'm gonna play this song. Let me go over here and get ready to play this song. So, like I said, This is a song off my first album. It's called Sweet Dreams. It says featuring Bron Kelly, but it's really not featuring Bron Kelly. It's featuring my man right here. I told you the story in the beginning, so you know what it is. So. It's a meaningful song to me. If you get a chance to see the video, go check it out. The video's out there. My man here is in the video all white on the beach. It was low budget, like I said. I've expanded my stuff over the years. I got some of my videos. It cost me a grip now, but back then it was with the budget I was working with, and it was my first album. And I didn't know what I know now. And so this song meant a lot. It's really dedicated. It's you hear it, but I'm talking, but I'm not talking, but it's definitely dedicated to my daughter. And this man made the song what it is. So I'm gonna play the song. When you hear it, we hear it on this, and it might sound a little choppy, but when they hear it on the podcast itself, it's not gonna sound that way. So without further ado, let's get into this Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, sweet dreams, baby. I just sit down. I start writing this love song for my life and love and everything that's in my heart. Y'all been with me for a minute while I tell y'all.
Hey, so complicated but confidentially insecure, bewildered and battered, but the heart will endure. So passionate, innovative, thought-provoking and mind-altering. Though the feelings favor time and we don't often comprehend. It's a thin line between what's real and what's overrated. Some say love is just a four-letter word that's outdated, but imagine this world with just hate. Now imagine being born and you already know your fate. It's hard, right? See, it might sound irrational, but turn the TV on and every word is spoken is global and international. Somehow we gotta find our way back. Destruction is imminent and the sky's turning black. So I said that to say this: it's an endangered species like gorillas in the mist. See, this song's about you, this song's about me, and love is the key.
So you made a new man of me, and it's thanks to you that I find my way through it. So dream of the rest inside your mind stories, and whenever you stress, rewind your mind stories. You made a new man of me, and it's thanks to you that I find my way through it. So dream of the rest inside your mind stories, and whenever you stress, rewind your mind stories.
Yep. I'm in a skewed opposition, satirically undefined. On the road to nowhere, no outlet when it crossed your mind. Adjacent to the intersection of life, I'm in my prime. And every moment is precious when we living on borrowed time. And the limelight seems so sadistic in this approach. Kinda like looking for elbow room, riding a coach. Or locked in the shower next to RuPaul and dropping the soap. Or hanging yourself for buzz from the ceiling by a rope. So us all in together now. The heart is a home, constructed on shaky ground with God firmly on the throne. And it's hard for me to write these lyrics and pray for change when I'm dealing with my own dilemmas and private pain. But I still keep my head up. This gift was given to me, so I don't complain or get fed up. See, it's all in the plan, it's a setup. Keep your pace, never let up.
You made a new man of me, and it's thanks to you that I find my way through it. So dream of the rest inside your mind stories. And whenever you stress, rewind your mind stories. You made a new man of me, and it's thanks to you that I find my way through it. So dream of the rest inside your mind stories. And whenever you stress, rewind your mind stories.
And that I nearly pray to my God, hoping he hears my call, preparing for paradise, perfectly poised for the fall, defending the devastation, follow my dean at any cause, slowly losing my soul, bearing the burdens of my cross, road I see the toll, suddenly growing old, passing the spirit of youth on the side of a dark road, and those things that used to matter just don't matter anymore, disappearing like quicksand through the cracks of the wood floor, gripping the wood grain, slamming the suicide doors, pumping my fists in the air on the banks of the Jersey Shore, eternally in the battle, ready to go to war, resonating through passion every time I open the door. The journey of a man gone, infusing his memories through the measures of this song. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Good night.
You made a new man of me, and it's thanks to you that I find my way through it. So dream of the rest inside your mind stories. And whenever you stress, rewind your mind stories. You made a new man of me, and it's thanks to you that I find my way through it. So dream of the rest inside your mind stories. And whenever you stress, rewind your mind stories. So you made a new man of me, and it's thanks to you that I find my way through it. So dream of the rest inside your mind stories. And whenever you stress, rewind your mind stories. You made a new man of me, and it's thanks to you that I find my way through it. So dream of the rest inside your mind stories. And whenever you stress, rewind your mind stories. That I find my way through it.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know
Come
so
on.
It always sounds choppy on our side, but on the end, it always sounds good when you put it on there.
Hey, it was clear to me.
Yeah, man. So when you first heard that track, what'd you think? When Bron Kelly said, "Hey, my man wants you to get on this track," what you thought?
Man, I didn't think I was good enough to be on that track, man. I didn't think I was good enough to be on that track, man. But Bron Kelly worked his magic. You know what I'm saying? He worked his magic, man, and then he brought me up to speed. And man, he showed me how to harmonize. He showed me how to bring all those voices together, man. And I was like, "Yo, how did you whip that up, man?" The dude is a magician. He's a magician. Yeah. I'm hooked you up with I had to get you with Donnie. Donnie's the same way. They the exact same way, man. They magicians together. I promise you. They one and the same. You're gonna be like, man, how did B taught him how to do that? And he just let's go.
We just good, man. Donnie just good.
That's some things that need to be completed then.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Donnie just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love that beat, man. I made that beat and I was like, yo, this beat is on point, man. I was really like, yo, we're gonna, and I didn't know what I do that a lot, man. I have beats for a while and I never know what I'm gonna do with them, and then stuff just come together. And that's how that came together. When I got that back and I heard that on it, I was like, oh my God, like this is it. I knew it. I was like, that is what I needed right there. You took that song, made that song what I wanted it and what it needed to be.
Wow.
So hey man, you know what I'm saying? I don't get to see you much. We're gonna connect and do more stuff, man. But I'm gonna say, man, hey, I thank you so much for doing that, man, for making that song what it turned out to be. And it's like and everybody who hear it to this day still be like, man, that's the jam.
Yeah.
So I just said it just made sense to play it again. I said we're gonna play it again. I rarely play my own music on here. You know, so I think maybe I only played one other song. I came on here, Donnie played the song with me on it. But I rarely play my own music on. I try to play everybody else. But I want people to hear how good you sing and hear what you did to that song, how you made that song special.
Appreciate that, man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Of course, we're gonna have more of them, man. So if you know what at the end here, man, we at the end of the podcast. So tell us a little bit about what you got going. I know you did the national anthem. You got other stuff going on out there. Tell us about your YouTube channel. If you got something, your TikTok, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, whatever you want people to know how to get in, how to see you, and how to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and tell.
All right, so y'all can reach me on Instagram at Sir Charles Mack. Sir Charles Mack. Just Sir Charles with MAC at the end. You can reach me on there. And me and my family, we trying to get our YouTube channel up and running, and it's called Sir Charles Mack and Family. Sir Charles Mack and Family. And you may see me vibing out with my family. We may do some crazy stuff, some silly stuff. You'll see us how we vibe as a family. But those are two main social media streams that I have right now. Of course, you can Google Sir Charles Mack and you'll see my stuff come up on iTunes and CD Baby and Spotify. Yeah, you'll get a snippet of the Hee Hee Hoo Hoo remix that I did. Dad raps the baby fetal heart monitor. And so yeah, that's all that's out there. Instagram Sir Charles Mack and YouTube Sir Charles Mack and Family.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So, hey, man, we at the end. So just hold on for a minute. I'm gonna stop the live stream. You know, I always chat a little bit after we done with all this stuff. So hold tight. Don't hang up right away. We'll chat a little bit. But hey, man, it's been a pleasure. You know, I love doing this Salute podcast. Once again, this podcast is not for me. It's for everybody out there who's in the military who has talent. You know, and I get people coming up. You know what I mean, and telling me all kind of stuff. You know, and it's hit me out the blue. Like, yo, I'm in the military. Put me on. So. I'm here, man. I'm here. We're gonna grow with this. It's gonna get better, man. So I appreciate you coming on. And this has been the Salute. And your boy is out. Peace.